everyone, namaskar. My name is Mrinal and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another day in my life where I take you guys along with me to see this beautiful city of Brisbane in Australia. So today's day is going to be fun and enlightening at the same time. Now, if you remember, in one of my previous videos, I did give a glimpse of the City Hall and the clock tower. So the first thing that we are doing today is I have booked us a tour of the City Hall and the clock tower, and we're going to go inside and see how the City Hall looks from the inside. Learn all about it, when was it built, who built it, what is the significance of the City Hall and all other details, and some pictures and the Museum of Brisbane as well. Now it's approximately a 45-minute tour that I have booked, and the most important thing, it is absolutely free. I did not pay a single penny to get into the City Hall. Now the second tour that I have booked is of the clock tower, which approximately takes 15 minutes. Again, that was also a free tour that I booked. Now if you're interested, continue watching and I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
And when it was built, it was the tallest building in Brisbane. So up until 1967, the clock tower was a huge symbol of Brisbane. You can see out here one of the two main architectural design, splendid temperature change as we entered. And that is granted, there is some aircon in different parts of the building, but it is also thanks to the marble in the space. So they tried as much as possible to cover as much surface area as they could with marble. So they did, however, obviously end up spending a lot of money on this building. So the original budget was £250,000, which at the time, to give you a bit of context, a working class family could buy a house for about £300. But they ultimately went way over budget and they ended up spending £977,000. So it was known as the £1 Million Hall. It was actually at the time the second most expensive Australian landmark, just behind the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So a lot of money went into this. And so they have been replaced over the years. We're unsure how many are actually original anymore. But yes, individually hand cut and hand laid. So you can see why this building started to take 10 years to build. During a drought, so they didn't want to waste precious drinking water on mixing concrete, so they decided to use water from the river. However, that proved a fatal error as the river has a very high salt content. This is actually, yes, the wall of the men's bathroom, so they would sign their names and their service numbers on here. So you can see QX, so that was a Queensland serviceman, and then you have various Victoria, PX, and New South Wales. This is the single largest space in City Hall.
Hi guys, so before we move on to our next location, we have taken a quick stop for lunch at home and I'm making this quick one pot meal and I thought I should share it with you guys as well. Now it has very few ingredients and come together in no time, so let me show you what the ingredients are first. So I've taken some chicken breasts here and I've marinated it, and for the marinade I've used red chili powder, ginger garlic paste, some turmeric powder, coriander powder and cumin powder as well. Then we have some onions here which are thinly sliced. You can add a little bit of chili for the heat. Now with this you can of course add tomatoes if you like, but I don't like tomatoes in my rice, so I'm going to skip tomatoes. And I'm also going to add a biryani masala, which is this. You can use any brand's biryani masala, whichever you might have at home. Now I'm not really calling this a biryani or a pulao as well, because of course a biryani is a very elaborate dish to make, which this is absolutely not. I'm just adding the biryani masala for the taste of it. Now I think that's all. Let's get started.
I've taken a cooker here and I have added some oil in it. You can add oil as per your preferences. Now I'm going to add the onions and a little bit of chili that I've cut in into the So we're not going to cook the onions till they're completely brown. Slightly brownish are good to go for this recipe. So let the onions cook for a while now. So it's been approximately 5 minutes that the onions have been cooking. They've become nice and soft and mushy. Now at this stage we're going to add the biryani masala. Now I'm just taking the cooker off heat. I'm putting it here and I'm going to add the curd. Maybe a tablespoon, not more than that. And then give it a mix. All of this is off the heat. We don't want the curd to burn. That's why we've taken it off heat. Give it a good mix. And then bring it back on the heat. But very low heat. Cook this for about a minute maybe. And then we are going to add our chicken. Adding in our chicken. Let's go. All of it goes in the cooker. Give it a mix. Let the chicken cook for about 5 minutes in its own water. So I'm just going to cover it for like 5 minutes with the lid and keep it so that it gets cooked, and then we are going to add the rice and then give like 3 whistles. Yeah. So let's check. The chicken has been cooking for approximately 5 minutes in its own water. I haven't added any water yet. Since we are going to pressure cook it, I'm not cooking it 100%. I just want it to cook like maybe 10%, not more than that. Now at this stage we are going to add the rice. So I've washed the rice and I'm adding it here. Okay, before we move on, I forgot to add salt, so I'm just adding the salt right now. I have added salt in the marinade, chicken marinade, so I'm adding salt accordingly. I think that should be good. Give it a mix again. And yeah, that's good. Let's pressure cook this. Alright, so we are done with this quick recipe. I hope you guys liked it. Now continue watching and let's go after having lunch to our next location.
Okay, so it has been almost half an hour after we were done cooking the chicken, and I'm going to now open the lid. See, looks good and smells good as well. Now I'm just going to taste this and see if everything's proper with the salt and everything. If you see the chicken and the rice is properly cooked, you allow it to cool down as well, otherwise there'll be water left inside. Let's give it a try. All right. Amazing. Do give it a try if you guys liked it. I'm not a professional chef. I just put together the ingredients I have at home and cook it, and it did turn out to be amazing. Now let us enjoy the lunch and then we'll get back to our next location.
Nice.
Alright guys, so we've had our lunch and we have left again in the city, and now we are moving on to our next location, which is the City Botanic Gardens. Yes, we do have a botanical garden right here in the city, and I'm going to take you guys along and show you how it is looking like. Alright guys, so we are entering the botanical gardens and see how huge it is and how beautiful. And isn't it amazing to have a botanical garden right in the middle of the city where you can just come after your office and just relax, have a cup of coffee, watch the sunset. The sunset looks pretty amazing from here. I'm going to show you a few different angles of the botanical garden. I hope you all enjoy it. Look at how beautiful these trees are, and they are in a circle actually, and they all look amazing. The pictures that we get here are beautiful. I've done a few photo shoots here actually, and the pictures have come out amazing. Just have a look at it. Everywhere you see, it's all greenery. Let's move on. Isn't it just beautiful? Look at that. We just had rain today, so the river seems to be full, and then all the way this road leads to the city. That's how our beautiful botanical gardens look like. Alright you guys, that is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, do give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite part. Let me know if you try my chicken rice, not so fancy chicken rice, and do consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.